Hello everybody, Alex Tresco here with a quick little video about everyday regular expressions. Now, don't stop the video just because I said the word regular expressions. This is going to be fun, I promise. So basically, I was doing some work today and, processing some text. I needed to process some text, and for me, the best tool for the job is regular expressions. And this is the kind of thing I do all the time. It's sort of second nature, but I figured maybe it's not second nature to everybody. It's something that I feel most developers should know how to do because it's actually pretty simple. And I thought a video might be the best way to sort of demonstrate how you can use regular expressions every day to make your developer life just a little bit easier. So here's kind of a common thing that happens. I get an email from boss man, tells me to do something like, please delete these users, and he gives me just a list of things that needed to be deleted, right? So there's a couple ways what I need to do is get this list into a format that works in, say, a SQL query. So what I could do is create some sort of SQL script that says delete from some table where user in, and then I could go, what is it? Bob and Sam, Bob, Sam, whatever. And it's a very tedious, difficult process, especially if this list is very large, right? I could also go and copy and paste this list into my document, but then I have to go through and very carefully put in all of my tick marks and make sure that it's all perfect. And it's just as much of a pain as doing it manually, if you ask me. So what I like to do, just kind of everyday sort of thing, is I would take that list, throw it into my favorite text editor, which obviously is Sublime Text here. But really, you could use any text editor so long as it supports regular expressions in the find and replace dialog. So here's the find and replace. Here's how you enable regular expressions in Sublime Text. And so for this particular example, and I'm not going to even explain the regular expressions I'm typing just because it's irrelevant, it's just basic regular expressions, but these are things that you can do all day long, every day, once you get the hang of it. So I would probably do something like this, and so pow, right? Look at that. I'm gonna see it again. There's my regex. Hit essentially find or replace all, and it did exactly what I needed to do, so I could paste this directly into my SQL statement, and that's how I would handle that particular situation. So much easier, especially if you have a very large list that you need to massage to get into some format. Now, as another example, I have this kind of big log file here with lots of errors. It's a build log, and these are errors complaining about some unit tests that failed. And I think throughout the document you'll see this sort of failed line here, and this kind of names the unit tests that failed. And so what I really want to see is all of the test names that failed, and all of this other stuff is fluff. So I can find and find and find, and I can kind of see inspect all of the names this way, but I feel like it'd be easier if I got rid of everything else besides my failed lines. So again, pretty simple task for regular expressions, I would do something like this. This regular expression is going to search for all lines that do not have the word failed. I'm going to grab the carriage return off the end if it exists, and I'm going to replace it with essentially nothing. I'm going to clear out the replace with text box so that when I click replace all, it is going to get rid of every option, every line except for the lines that have the word failed in it. And boom, there you go. Much easier to see which unit tests failed my build. And this is still actually not the best way to, not the best email that I would want to send to my boss, for example. So I might also go in and delete everything up to there, replace it with nothing, and now I have a much cleaner list of failed unit tests. And I started with a big burly log file that wasn't really helpful at all and ended up with something nice and clean. Didn't take me any time at all, and I think a lot of people, without this kind of knowledge, without knowing that you can do this kind of thing with regular expressions, would probably seek out to do it manually, or maybe even write code to do what I've just done very simply with regular expressions. So that's really all I wanted to show. I hope it was helpful, and I'd love to know if you thought it was helpful. Yeah, thanks. Have a great day.